Listen up, boss. You are not locked in to a curse of being needy your entire life.
Does anyone have a pen?
Here, take mine. Albert, you're crushing my arm.
Sorry about that. Here you go.
You could actually get out of that and erase it. You don't have to be stuck being scarce with women. What if I told you that I developed a bulletproof system that allowed you to eliminate that neediness forever? Because I believe that abundance is not just the mindset. I believe that abundance has to be a lifestyle and a system. And then you have the situation of women coming to you because you're not scaring them away anymore because you're clawing into them. My name is Madison, the Real Social Dynamics, coming to you today live from the Tower Bridge over in London. And today, we're gonna talk to you about how to not be needy, the 4-step system to it. And once you have this, dude, I'm telling you, like, you realize you've been doing it all wrong, and you realize that wanting women and desiring women is not the bad thing.
Buy me rose, my brother. My brother, buy me rose.
So decided to drop into Madison's immersion in London and say a quick hello. What's up?
But I'm teaching you how to appreciate them and not chase them. You learn the difference between all of those. You have crystal clear direction in your emotions and your interaction with women. Let's get into it. There's a certain energy an attractive woman needs to feel when she's around you. And when I say an attractive woman, I mean a woman who's beautiful and knows that she is. A woman that knows that she gets a lot of attention from guys. She needs to feel a certain way about you. Not only that, she needs to understand the way that you see her. The reason why you're probably not getting beautiful or high quality or attractive women or high status or high value women is because you see them differently than how they see themselves. That's the first part. And you view them as either an accomplishment or a trophy, and they feel that off of you. When you approach them, when you say hello, it's probably along the lines of hello or hello. But both of them are a bit off.
Hey, what's up, ladies?
Okay, what's happening there? Let's dissect that. How do you not be needy? The basic question that every guy has. You felt it before in your life. You've met a girl, you've gotten her number, you text her, she texts you back. You text her, she texts you back. You text her, she doesn't text you back. Another day goes by, she doesn't text you back. The inside of you starts twirling and feeling sick because what's going on? You have this connection with the girl and she's not messaging you back. Why is this happening? Then she texts you. You can relax. What's happening? Well, this is the process here. These are the 4, let's call it quadrants, that are required to not be needy, okay? So once you're first starting out, the first thing you probably feel is need. That's your first one, right? Number 1. You're probably like, I need this girl. If you haven't had sex in a long time, you need it. If you haven't gotten a girl in a bit, you feel like you need the girl. It's like a deep burning desire. When she leaves you, you feel upset. You feel angry. You feel hurt. When the girl talks to you and then walks away, you're pissed off. When her friends come and talk to her and drag her away, you're upset. Need is where we all start. Need is where we start because we're usually really hurt when we start to pursue women. We're angry at what has happened to us in our life. We're angry at the results of women. And because of that, you approach a girl from a place of need. And she feels it. It feels gross. It feels disgusting. Okay? Need is why girls will reject you. If you're in need, girls will reject you. This is like why you say to a girl, hey, I want to take you out on a date. And she's like, no. When you're in need, you couldn't even offer a girl dinner. She would still say no. When you're in need, you couldn't even get a girl to go to a basketball game with you. She would still say no. There's nothing you could do at that time that you could offer her that would make her say yes, because you're coming from a place of need. All right, this is like what we call not having any abundance at all. I don't think abundance is a mindset, by the way. I think abundance is a situation that you set up in your life. We'll talk about that as well. So that's need, that's level 1. Okay? What's better than need? What's a step above being angry, hurt, desperate, and needy? What's a step above that?
Contentment.
That's like if you have, it's if you get. It's close. It's close. How could you still want and desire a woman, but not need them? I actually kind of just said the answer. That's number 2. It's want. Okay? Want. And want is a little bit healthier than need. If you want a girl, it's like, damn, look at her. I want her. Yeah. You're kind of aroused by her. You're turned on maybe a little bit, right? You see her like, oh, look at her hair. She's gorgeous. She's so funny. I can't wait to see her again. I can't wait to call her again. And you want her. That means you're actually turned on. It's less about you. It's less about like, it's more about how she is as a person, more about how she is as a girl. And that excites you. Because you go want things. It's okay to want things. But it's fucked up when we feel like we need it. Like we wouldn't survive without it. You know? Like our basic needs as a human are usually met pretty easy. Food, shelter, water. Everything else is a want. As long as you want a girl, it's healthy. When you actually walk up to a girl and you want her, she feels as if she could want you to. Right? Now, what's the difference between want and need? What does it look like? This is a need. It's been 4 hours, you haven't called me back. Fuck this. That's need. The difference between want. Hey, we had an amazing time. We should totally have an amazing time, whatever. That's want. Need when you get a kiss. Want when you want a kiss. It's like it's fun. There's an element of game to want, an element of play to want. It's fun to want. It's fun to want things, and you're not upset if you don't get them. That's the difference. You ever want something and not get it? You should be pissed off. You're like, I didn't get it. It's fine. What's the level above want? Well, this is where most guys get stuck. Chase. Chasing. That's where you've got the skill of wanting, but you what? You're wanting all the time. You're wanting it so much over and over again.
I want to say something. I want to put it out there. And if you like it, you can take it. If you don't, send it right back. I want to be on you.
You want it now. I want it now. You get obsessed with the wanting, you start to chase. Who here gets stuck chasing girls sometimes? Okay, so this is very important. This is like an intermediate level of game, intermediate purgatory here, where what's it feel like when you're chasing? Describe a situation to be when you're usually chasing a girl. What usually is happening?
Your reaction to her.
Okay, like specifics. Like let's try to do it without the buzzword. Let's like specific. Like what's the time that you felt like you were chasing this girl?
Maybe a girl that you hooked up with, like you made out with in the club, and then she left, and you see her with some other guy, and you're like, oh, like I kind of want to go chase after her and go get her again, so that I can validate my ego again.
What about a girl who you may have got her number, you may have kissed her, you may have gotten her on the phone, but she's very hard to get on the phone, very hard to commit to a conversation. It's like, it feels like you ask all the questions about how her day is. Yeah, it's slippery. There you go. It's slippery. It's like you ask a question about how her day is. She doesn't really answer back all the time. She didn't really ask you about your day. It's slippery. Sometimes you got it. Sometimes you dealt with her. But you yourself are chasing her. It doesn't feel good because as a dude, when you start to chase, what happens is you injure yourself. This is the most bad for you, by the way. You start to injure yourself. Like imagine you're a professional athlete of some kind. We're in Spain, so let's say you're Cristiano Ronaldo, right? And you're practicing. You're practicing to play soccer. And you're doing goalie shots for the day. But instead of putting the ball in front of you, they put the ball 2 feet away. So now you're gonna kick the ball, you kick it, but you have to stretch and you end up overextending your hip. You end up pulling your hip. Why does that happen? Because you're overextending yourself. You're doing too much. You're sacrificing your good form to get the ball. So when you're chasing a girl, what's actually happening is you're sacrificing yourself to get the girl. You're sacrificing your self-respect, how you feel about yourself, what you want as a guy, and you're overextending. And the more you overextend, the more power you lose.
But sometimes that works. If you don't chase, sometimes you're not gonna get her.
There's a level above it. You're correct, but you're halfway there. So you're saying like if you don't go after the girl, you're not gonna get her.
Sometimes you don't.
Right. Sometimes you don't. But if you go after her too hard, you're guaranteed to lose her. If you go after her at the extent that you're embarrassing yourself, or you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin when you're doing it, you're gonna lose her. You know that for a fact, right? It's like you ever tried to ask a girl out on a fancy date, a girl who doesn't call you back. It's like you can never get her on the date. A perfect example of this is some guys will ask a girl out. The girl says, I'm not sure, I'll get back to you. A week goes by, nothing from the girl. The guy says, hey, what are you doing Friday at 7 p.m.? The girl says, I'll let you know. What's the guy gonna do? You can't keep asking her out on the date now because she's not respecting the date you're offering her. It's a mistake to keep offering this date. It's like you don't go to a homeless guy, or you don't go to somebody, give them $100, and then they say, no, thank you. And they say, hey, can I have that $100 now? No, it goes down to $50. It goes down to less and less. The opportunity passes by. The opportunity is gone, right? So you could go after a girl, but the chasing is bad. The chasing injures you. It hurts you. So what would the best one be? It would be this. App for appreciation. Appreciating. So pursuing a girl or woman from a space of appreciation, that would be the highest level. That would be the highest vibration to go after a woman. And that's what you saw in those openers over there when I was like, damn, have you seen yourself? You look like Princess Jasmine. Where did you come from? Anyways, we're out here shooting a video. What are you up to today? Right? Just appreciating her with no need. I appreciate her with no burning, I feel like if I don't have her, I'm screwed. Like my life is over. Okay, appreciate her, but don't need her. So you do this in your life already. One area you probably do this is when you go out for a steak. If you've ever been to a nice steakhouse, you have some food. You go out for a nice steak, you sit down at the restaurant there, they bring out the menu. This says filet or T-bone or ribeye, whatever. You choose your steak, you choose it medium well. I always get well done. Everybody hates that, but well done. You eat your steak, the meal's great with your friend, you have a great wine, you stand up and you leave the restaurant. And then the next day, you're happy. The next day you're not like, oh man, that steak I had yesterday, if I could just go back to that steak, when's the next time I'm ever gonna eat a steak again? I don't know what I'm gonna have when it's been so long. Oh my gosh. You don't flip out, you're just like, oh, that was great. I really appreciated that steak that I had yesterday. And that's how a girl has to be. You have to appreciate the time you have with her. Appreciate her being in front of you. Appreciate how beautiful she is. Appreciate this stuff, but not be scared of it being gone tomorrow. Because the second you're scared of it, then you start to need and you're chasing and all kinds of bad things happen to you.
Don't be scared too.
What?
But don't be scared too. What?
Lose her the following day. Yeah, don't be
Sometimes
scared.
I have this problem when I in the club and open a girl and she won't hook. I feel like that I'm as I persist for her to talk to me. So sometimes I don't know if I should give up early or just keep pushing.
You could, so don't chase, but you could continue by appreciating her. Appreciating the vibe, a great moment with her, talking. Still keep talking, still keep telling jokes, see what sticks. But if it doesn't work, enjoy, be thankful for the time we had here. I understand you gotta go, it was a great 2 minutes. I'll see you later. I'll see you around later in the club. It was awesome, wasn't it? We should totally do this again if we run into each other. Appreciate it. Before we continue, let's put the brakes on. Are you liking the video? Are you enjoying the content that's being delivered to you right now? If you are, please go down below and like the video, okay? I want to see this video get 1,000 likes. YouTube has changed their algorithm, so a lot of my subscribers don't see the video unless they reach a lot of likes. So go and like the video right now so everybody can enjoy it. We'll get back to the content. Here we go. So a girl wants to feel appreciated. She doesn't want to feel chased or needed. That's why when a guy's like writing on a girl's Instagram, like on her pictures, like all those guys feel like, they call it thirsty. Thirsty is like when you're like, like a dog, you need a girl, you're thirsty. Thirsty is when you need to want a girl, you're chasing her online. But appreciating is how you get her. Appreciating is the highest level of pursuing a girl.
For me, Instagram, when I appreciate it and everything, at the end it's like a little bit like friend zone because it's saying me good things and nice vibe and everything, but sometimes I let you know, I will tell you, blah blah, and it's not like.
Yeah, so then you're not appreciating then. You're still in want. You think you're in appreciation, but you're in want. So I'll repeat what he said. He's like, sometimes when I'm talking to a girl, I'm nice and I'm friendly to her, but it ends up being a very like friend zone because I'm telling her that I like her and stuff like that. But it's not really appreciating. That's wanting. Because appreciating would be like, oh my gosh, you smell so fucking good. How do you smell so fucking good? Please just get a little closer. You're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Look at that ass. Do you squat? You squat. You could start an Instagram channel for that ass. Bam, bam. That would be appreciating. Appreciating her sexuality too. Appreciating how sexy she is. Appreciating how funny she is. Appreciating, all that stuff. Because you're not appreciating all of it. You're just appreciating a small amount.
No, but I'm making sexy jokes and everything. I'm exaggerating like oh you are so sexy or whatever. Yeah, sorry, I cannot express. I feel that I'm more in appreciation, but I don't know. You post for the dates. You are still offering dates meanwhile.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my English. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's like appreciating doesn't mean you don't pursue her. Appreciating means you still move forward. It's not like you're appreciating a painting like, wow, that painting is so good, and it just like leaves. You're like, oh, that was fun. And it's like it's God. You have to still go after. You still have to lead and do all the other game stuff while you're appreciating. Yeah.
But how does it look like in text game? Like you still have to offer her like a date. You still have to make the effort to like meet up. It's not like it's just by appreciating that I'm gonna get someone somewhere.
Yeah.
Or at least I don't get how exactly would that seem and look in texting. Interactions in general.
In texting, it comes through in everything you say. It bleeds through. It's like we say, the self is always showing. No matter what, you can't hide it. Self will always shine through. So it's not a major change, but it's going to be a little changes. Like I said before, the girl doesn't text you back. The guy who's needy and desperate, he gets emotionally upset. And then the next time she texts him, he's upset, he's angry. That's what a guy who's in need or want is. But a guy who's in appreciation, when she texts back, he's like, oh shit, how are you? I thought you were dead. Right? His attitude towards it is different. It's the attitude. I'm talking about attitudes here. This is only attitudes. The attitudes will change the way you communicate. A guy who's asking a girl out on a date, who needs her, he's like, good morning, beautiful. I was thinking of taking you to this lovely restaurant later on. Do you want chicken or do you want fish? I'm just making this up, okay? Now that could also be nice if you're in a relationship, but maybe that's how it sounds if you're needy. A guy who's in appreciation asking a girl on a date might say something like, you know what? You totally made me laugh yesterday with your ridiculous joke. Me and the buddies are thinking about going to an open mic. You should totally come with. I can see you liking it. Do you see the difference in the attitude? It's like because he appreciated her sense of humor, he's now thinking he wants her to come to this date because she would appreciate being on the date. To the comedy. He knows she likes comedy. Do you see the complete difference? It's not one thing, it's a whole attitude shift. That's why it might be hard for you to do initially. But it's just like, you might be in want right now. And then to you, want is normal. And so you can't see the other areas of it.
Exactly, like for me, for example, I spend so much time in like thinking the text because I'm really afraid that I say some word like slightly bad and like she's not gonna respond or she's gonna fuck the text. And I spend so much time, and sometimes it's just like it doesn't come like naturally as I would like to.
Yeah. Well, I think this idea of appreciation is something you have to do in your day-to-day life. Like, it's something you have to install into your life. I'll give you a situation that's very normal. You go to a restaurant, the waiter brings you the check, you pay the waiter says thank you. What do you say back?
You're welcome.
Do you actually say that?
Yeah. To the waiter.
Yeah. Because you know what's funny? I've never heard anybody say you're welcome. I just started saying it.
Well.
Like, I go to a restaurant or I go to McDonald's or something like that. I just started saying you're welcome to people who are doing services for me.
We say a lot like thanks to you. Like,
Thanks to you.
Like gracias a ti, you know, like.
Thanks to you back.
Thanks to you back.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
We a lot, I think.
So that's great. So in most Western cultures, we don't do that. We're just like thanks. But I say thank you back, or I say thank you to people who don't even really don't really deserve a thank you. I say it anyways, right? Like if somebody's walking to me on the street, they move out the way, I'm like, oh, thank you. They didn't really need the thank you, but I say thank you anyways. Because I'm giving appreciation. Me saying thank you is giving appreciation to others. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you understand that? Okay. Like
when you talk in your videos about Los Angeles and Vegas and everything,
yeah.
about how the people communicate, for me and others, I think it's like what's so sealed and, you know, like really unpolite or thinking about what is there for me if I'm talking,
right.
You know, this vibe, but I don't know. You get me? Sorry.
Yeah, I understand. So what's the difference for them?
In Spain at least, maybe it's the weather or whatever, but I think we are appreciative of all other efforts, or even if you pay them, you know?
Right. So let me ask you a question then. What do you think appreciation looks like? That's how we verbalize it. What does it look like in a physical game?
Smile.
There's different levels. Maybe I can get a volunteer really quickly. Maybe I'll get, yeah, okay, sure, you're closer. So just very quickly, just here a second. So, come here. No, this side, yeah. So I'm gonna hug him. I'm gonna try to go through these different levels, okay? Hug him I'm gonna try to do need first. It's weird for me to do because it's like pretending I'm drunk or like I'm on drugs or something. It's weird for me to do. So I'm gonna hug him from need. Okay, do you feel that? The difference there? Okay. Now I'm gonna try to hug him from want. Do you see the difference? I'm gonna hug him from chase. Do you see that?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Now I'm gonna hug him from appreciation.
There it is. Oh, double hug.
Do you see the difference? It's just an attitude that reflects in everything that you do that makes the game have a little more human connection to it. Thank you very much, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
I appreciate that.
Is it like you're doing less, kind of, but you're doing more at the same time?
Your focus has changed. The focus has changed.
Yeah.
You know, they say like this, like if you go do charity, your attitude changes because if you take 10% of your money and donate to charity, you appreciate the 90% of the money you have differently. Do you ever do that? You ever hear that? It's like, you know, like in churches, they say give 10% to the church, so you appreciate the 90% of the money you have better. I don't know if it's true or not. I have no idea. But I do know that when you are able to give to others, your attitude about what you have changes. Right? So, when I'm here and I'm coaching you guys, and some guys like come for a half day, or some guys are like, I don't have the money. I try to help you with the payment plan or whatever. That's because, and I reward that with appreciation of you guys coming. And then it makes me want to teach longer. And then I want to do more. And then I want to teach longer. Then I want to explain more. It's an ongoing cycle, okay? So when the girl feels like you want her as a trophy, you want her as some sort of like object, you want her to help you complete your self-pickup journey, your self-discovery journey, you want her to help like make you know that you're enough, you can finally quit the game, any of that shit, she automatically just rejects you and blows you out. But if she feels that you're appreciating her and you're pursuing her for those reasons, then you could pursue her forever. I have girls that I go on dates with that I met 5 years ago, 6 years ago. the numbers never die because they're never like, give me what I want from you now. There's no finalized conclusion on it. There's no like period. It's like, hey, we're just appreciating the good vibes. Appreciating good vibes. Appreciating the good vibes. These are good vibes. I enjoy this. This is fun. I like this. I like being around you. You like being around me. Okay, then maybe it doesn't work out. Maybe she gets a boyfriend. Oh, hey, what's up? It's you again. Remember we had so much fun? Yeah, it was great. I know. We should start talking again. Yeah, this feels great. This feels great, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, it was so funny. You gotta text me. I gotta text you too. Okay, all of a sudden we're hooking up like 5 years later from the day that I initially met. I have phone numbers that are years old, because I'm still always in appreciation of the girl rather than like, I want a finalized answer now. Here is the deadline. Unless I'm traveling, which is usually another story. As promised, as delivered, this is my bulletproof system to not be needy again. Neediness is a thing of the past. Hopefully by now you understand the difference between wanting something, needing something, and then of course, pursuing it and gradually appreciating it. Complete different paradigms. Now these paradigms change the way you interact with human beings that are everywhere, and also the way you even pursue goals in life, right? You don't need the result of the goal. Appreciate it. Pursue it, want it. See what I'm saying? I got you. Now, I'm not even gonna promote anything in this video. Some of the stuff is already my program boss, but again, I just want you to like the video. Just give it a thumbs up, man. Let me know you appreciate it, and the video gets shared with more and more people that appreciate this content. YouTube takes the algorithm and whoosh, throws up to subscribers that love this kind of stuff, and it makes me want to do more of it for you, because we're all in this war together, all right? Madison signing off from Tower Bridge in London, and as always, keep in touch and don't be a stranger. Cheers.